Welcome to this afternoon game where your Mississauga Junior Hurricanes take on the Etobicoke Dolphins. Welcome back to the lineup, number 27, Audrey Soja. And her first game of the season, regular season, Tiani will be back. Wearing number 37, Tiani Mississauga.
Welcome everyone to today's OWHL Under-22 game between the Mississauga Hurricanes and today's opponent, the Etobicoke Dolphins. Our game officials are referees, Walter MacDonald and Theron on the lines we have Jared T and Christopher Hart. Today's starting lineup for Etobicoke at forward, number 10, Sophia Ismail. At forward, number 43, Adriana Kalia. Today's starting lineup for your Hurricanes at forward, number 10, Olivia
Battle between two undefeated teams today. Mississauga Junior Hurricanes starting off the season 3-0. Coming off their last win, 6-0 against Blue Water. And the Etobicoke Dolphins are now 5-0 to start their season. Both looking to extend their win streaks. Should be a good one today. Face-off won by Etobicoke. They move it up the middle. Milani looking for somewhere. She's going to dump it into the corner. MacDonald's going to go back and pick that puck up, move it up the boards. That's going to get up high on the glass. And Aquino gets that out into the neutral zone. Ishmael on her. Milani up, helping out. Milani goes wide to McCullough. McCullough looking for options. She's going to flip it behind the net. MacDonald going to come up the boards. Aquino tips it over to Maisie. Maisie trying to catch the zone. And they're going to turn it over quickly. Milani with it down the side. She takes a little move. Backhand towards the net. That's a stop for Han, her first test of the game. Zunn up to Aquino. Aquino trying to get by, but Mossy poke checks that puck. She's going to go wide. Piggott skating up the middle. To McCullough. McCullough across the ice. Blocks can't get a handle of that. Bishop with it at the point. Along the wing. Piggott. Sarah Staley all over her. Langis. Dolphins control behind the net. Looking for someone to put that puck. Cycle back. That pops out. But the net comes off, and that's going to stop play. Soja wins the draw. Moves it around. Comes up the other side. Theron can't get there. That puck goes towards the net. They're regrouping behind. Phasma now, the wing. Kruzich gonna go wide out to Theron. Theron's got some room. Looking for some options. She's gonna take it down into the corner. Theron being helped out. Comes a point. Phasma's gonna get it deep. Soja's going to try and chase that down. Soja and Theron in the corner. The Dolphins are going to come out with it. Mossy on the wing. She chips it out into the neutral zone just to get some relief. But skating on that. Peak is there. With Boulier now up the side. She gets knocked over. Milani behind her own net. Moves up the boards. That gets out. Owen with McCullough. McCullough's chipping it around. MacDonald's going to help out. McCullough circling. Cross. One-timer shot, and that's going to go up on the glass. Owen hitting her man in the corner. Fabro trying to help out. That goes to the point. Petal's going to hold it. Lonnie's going to step in, though. She's trying to get to the net. She puts it out front. That misses the target. Shot rolls off the stick of Bishop. And Boulier's got some room. She's going to come down. She's going to take a shot. And St. Pierre makes her first save of the game. Face-off won by Maisie. Sophia McCocus puts that into the corner to her sister. She flips it out front. And that's stopped. And Aquino, who's hot to start the season, almost had another one there. Puck comes around to the other side. Bishop tries to tip it out to McCocus. Sister takes the shot. That's blocked. Rebound just goes over the net. And Mississauga with some good chances here. Trying to get through. Loins cross. Ciani will chip that in. She'll chase it down. Turns along the boards. Maisie out to help out. Phasma with it now. She's going to spin, turn back. And flip that back into the zone. Let the forwards finish their change. Staley going to come up the boards. Langis now. Leaves that up to Zunn. Zunn's got some time. She's checked. Can't quite get it over to Staley. Phasma keeps that puck in. Bishop now with it. Little move, but a nice defensive play by Kika Ho. Zunn. Langis in on the forecheck. That goes D to D over to Mossy. Mossy goes wide. And Owen's going to step up and poke check that play. Mossy follows it back up again. They're trying to break into the end. Owen recovers behind her own net. Looking for options. He's going to skate it up. Sees Zunn on the boards. Zunn to the middle. Just misses Soja. And the Dolphins trying to move it up the boards, and that's deflected out of play. Howie. You were right at the end. Face off, won by Mississauga. Trying to get a shot through, that doesn't quite get there. Kruzich. Owen trying to keep that puck on the board, she does. Theron puts it towards the net. Nobody there. Kruzich now with it. She's got a little room, she's going to play it low. Soja, across to Theron. Her stick lifted. That puck's still in along the blue line. Owen's going to chip that in. And they're going to force them to try and make that play out again. Milani with it for the Dolphins. She's going to get to the red line. She's going to get it deep. Pharand behind the net. She plays it out. Owen going back to help out and just missed that pass coming across. Along the boards now. Soja. Out to Theron. Theron's going to dump it and they're going to get a change. Etobicoke from their own end. It's Milani in the middle. Ishmael on the boards. Being checked by... She's going to get a shot off. Farhan's there. Face off. Won by Dolphins, and they get a quick shot. Bishop picking that pick up. Shipping one on net, but Kalia's there. I think it gets kicked out of the face-off. Railroad digs in. Face-off one to Mississauga. They chip it up the board, the Coulier. But Dolphins recover. Etobicoke is going to go D to D to Gloins. Gloins, he's going to flip back the other way. And Fabro up the wing. The Coulier sees Pedal. Just comes off her stick. And Bishop's going to take that and go D to D. And Lang now. He moves up the middle. Piggott. Piggott along the wing. Piggott with it. She tries to backhand towards the net, but she's checked. Piggott in box. Going back and forth. Vladik. Across to Mossy. Mossy takes a little shot. That's blocked in front. Bishop around the boards. Goins is going to get there. Shift back behind the net. Fabro up the wing. Coulier now. She's got a little bit of room. She's just going to chip it up. That's going to hit somebody on the bench, and that's going to cause a face-off back in the zone. Maisie in on the draw. Won by Maisie into the corner. Phasma to her partner. Goes off her stick. Siani's there to help out. She brings it back around. Aquino cross ice to Maisie. Maisie's going to chip it up the boards and chase it down. That's dropped. And Reskler's going to put that out into the middle. Phasma Dragging in the corner, good stick. Stopping that pass, going to the middle. Daisy now, she's going to move it up to the middle. Guino. She cuts to the middle, has a little bit of room, but loses the handle on it. Owen with it, in her skates. She's going to get that puck deep. Want to chase that down. Langis going to get there first. Ishmael chops it off for her stick. Mossy's going to skate out with it for the Dolphins. Mossy looking for options. She's going to put it towards the net. Owen does a good job of lifting the stick. Puck flipped back up the boards. Ishmael now. He's got it. MacDonald gets a good stick on that. Ishmael spinning around behind the net. McCullough now with it. She's going to drop it, but Langis is there. Langis tries to put it up the middle. Zunn, 2 whacks at it, and then they're going to turn it back the other way and force Mississauga back into their own end. MacDonald with some time, up to Zunn. Zunn's going to skate it through the middle. That gets poked off her stick. Piggott now with Owen. Piggott puts through the skates. Backhand off the crossbar, and that goes out of play. Mississauga trying to go for a change there. Picking up that pass. Owen's got to circle back. And Piggott makes a nice play. Backhand and just goes over the net. Face off, won by the Dolphins. They move it across ice, the box. Piggott with it along the board. She puts it to the point. Bishop at the point, circles back to Piggott. Piggott takes an outside shot, and that's tipped in front. Well, that's tipped with a high stake and then touched by Dolphins. So that play's going to go outside. Soja digs in with Piggott. Puck gets to the outside. Dolphins are going to put it to the middle. Piggott down with an option. He takes his shot, and that puck goes over the shoulder of Kalia Pharand. Still 11 minutes, 9 minutes into the first period. Etobicoke scores first. Rachel Piggott. Mississauga now with it in the neutral zone. That puck doesn't get through. And an outside shot. Kalia stopped with her glove, but it drops out. See a save. Petal. Coming down on the side. She's going to dump it deep. Faber's going to go chase that down. They move it up the boards quick. Ishmael with it now. Ishmael looking for options. She drags and shoots. And a big stop. MacDonald flips it up the boards. Guino has Petal wide. Petal not moving. That puck gets fire. And the Dolphins are going to recover. Up the boards. Owen, he recovers. Tries to get that puck deep. That rolls off her stick. Nobody in behind. Milani with it now. She's going to cut to the middle. She's going to take a shot. And Pharand comes out and stops that one. A little momentum boost for Etobicoke after that goal. Face off. And Mississauga's going to control that puck. They're going to get it wide. Aquino's got some room. She's going to skate it into the zone. And from far out, she's going to take a shot. Rebound sits right there, but we can't jump on it. Makokas keeps that puck in. Puck up the boards. Box controlling on the side. Bishop now with it. She puts it to the middle. Winter with the puck. She takes a shot. That's blocked in front. Scramble. Puck gets shot over the net. Take it almost with her second there. Guino tries to move it to the middle. Maisie now. She's going to skate. She's going to turn it back. Regroup. Staley. She's going to regroup. With some speed. She's going to come down the ice. Coming down. Going to take that puck wide. Move it to the front of the net. She's going to get that puck right back over to Pasma. Pasma's got some room. She's going to take a shot. It'll look like a shot pass. It's deflected out of play. I guess. Use the front face off to Van Molson. But Mississauga's going to keep that in. Pasma with a shot that's deflected into the corner. Out in front. Zunn puts a puck towards the net. That just goes wide. Pasma's going to go to the corner and recover that. He puts a puck towards the net. That gets off the pad. And Etobicoke now scrambling a little bit in their own end. Kika across to Kate Pasma. Back to Kika Ho off her skate, but that goes into the neutral zone. Langis is going to pick it up over to Staley. Staley to Kruzich. She's got some room. Takes a shot low. And it's directed into the corner. She's got that puck again, going to the middle of the ice. Got some room. Tries to get a shot off, and that's poked away. Back the other way. MacDonald. Owen has a binder net. She's being checked. Helped out by Soja. Soja turns back. Looking for other options. Takes up the boards. That misses Theron. But puck gets out to the neutral zone. MacDonald. Theron with it. He's being hugged. Milani bumps her off of that puck. Mossy with it now. She's going to take it behind her own net and start to wheel. Mossy with a little bit of room. He goes down. Owen's there and stops her up along the boards. Puck picked up by Mississauga and they turn it back the other way. Soja across. Loyens by herself with the rest of Mississauga changing. She's knocked down. Fabro's there behind her to pick that puck up. Fabro moves that puck to the side. Yanni and McCullough. McCullough just dumped that puck deep and she'll go for a change. Etobicoke up the boards. Kalia to the middle. Fabro now some room down the middle. She puts a shot on net. Rebound falls right to the front, but that's stopped and covered by St. Pierre. Puck goes to the corner. And the Dolphins recover. They're going to move it up the boards, but that misses their check. It's going to go the length of the ice. And icing called. With that, Mississauga is going to change their forward line for a change. Etobicoke up the boards. Kalia to the middle. Fabro now some room down the middle. She puts a shot on net. Wins that face off. Guino can't quite come up with it. And that puck's chipped by Kika Ho and Bishop. Kika does a good job of putting that puck into the corner. Holds it there. Along the boards. Back and forth between Mississauga. But box comes out. She moves it across. Shot comes and a big stop by Kalia. Up the boards. Not out. The Dolphins keep it in. Back to the front of the net. Shot. And Piggott with her second of the game. So 2-0 on Etobicoke. Face off, won by the Dolphins. Tipped up the boards. Puck went wide. And then dumped in the corner by Ficardi. Owen getting Resco along the boards. She comes up with it. She crisscrosses with MacDonald. MacDonald chips up the boards to Zunn. Zunn's got a little room. She's going to skate it a bit and tries to hit Staley. Staley, unfortunately, puck wasn't quite as fast as she was. And she goes offside. Langis and Van Volson on the draw. Scrambled, and Soja is going to come up with it. They're just going to dump it the length of the ice. And that'll be ice. Lang tried to hit somebody in the middle, but doesn't hit anybody, and with 5 minutes left, Mississauga is going to get a face-off from the Etobicoke zone. Face-off scrambled. Well, that's going to go down again for icing. Refs are going to talk about it. Etobicoke coach looking for a penalty there. Or he was looking for a different face-off. I'm not entirely sure. They're arguing it went off of a player. And Darcy getting an explanation on that one. Go face-off at center ice. Soja wins across to Makokis. Makokis to Loins, back to Makokis, up the boards. Kruzich trips that puck, doesn't get by. Etobicoke turns it back the other way. Makokis chips it back under the neutral zone. Theron there. He's got a little room. She'll skate into the zone, move it over to Kruzich. Kruzich can't get it by. Hits a couple skates, but she gets it back, takes a shot. That's blocked in front. Etobicoke is going to dump that puck down. Not quite on net, but Kalia, seeing Milani coming down on her, is going to cover that up for a face-off. Face-off, scrambled. Fox and Etobicoke comes up with that. Fox back to the point. Mossy with it now. He moves it to the middle. Pitch up there. The shot right on. Kalia making a nice blocker save. They get with it. He's your goal scorer. Both of the Etobicoke goals. This line back out it again. Playing in the offensive zone. Winter from the point. She put the puck in. Piggott back to the point. Mossy can't handle that. It's going to come out. He's going to spin back. Coulier is going to try and pressure him into making a bad pass. They turn it back the other way. Pasma behind the net. Pedal with it. She's got a little bit of room. She tries to skate it out, but it's poked off her stick. Fabro brings it back. Oh behind the net. To her partner, Pasma now. She's going to try and put up the boards, but that hits another stick. Mississauga not getting a lot of speed out of the zone here. And Pedal's got a little bit of room. She's going to skate it for a bit. She tries to move it to the middle. And that's going to get called offside. Not sure about that one. Looked like they were all behind the play on that, but Just under 3 minutes to go in the first. Mississauga looking at a 2-0 deficit. Face off one. Owen's going to dump that puck deep. St. Pierre can't grab it. And Etobicoke's just going to jump that puck out. 2 players on Owen. Owen's going to flip it down hard. Porciani's waiting. Gianni puts it to the middle. Hitting a speeding Aquino. Aquino to the middle. She takes the shot, and that goes off the toe. Go back and forth. Aquino's got some room too. Shot towards the net. That hits the shoulder. Maisie now. Makokas back to Maisie. Maisie's got some room. She's going to put it. That goes off the glove into the corner. And now a bonus. Etobicoke with an option. Lloyd's with a good block. Owen looking for options. Moves it across. Aquino's got lots of room. Moves it up to a speeding Langis. Langis got some room on, but she gets checked. That's picked up. They push up the boards. Staley tries to go cross ice. She gets it right back, but she's got some speed. She's going to go in around Mossy. A little bit of room. Takes a shot. Now that sticks to St. Pierre. She's going to hold it for a face-off. They push up the boards. Staley tries to go cross ice. She gets it right back, but she's got some speed. She's going to go in around Mossy. A little bit of up the boards. Owen, he recovers, tries to get that puck deep. That rolls off her stick. Nobody in behind. Milani with it now. She's going to cut to the middle. She's going to take a shot. And Pharand coming down. Going to take that puck wide. Move it to the front of the net. She's going to get that puck right back over to Pasma. Pasma's got some room. She's going to take a shot. Kika. Across to Kate Pasma. Back to Kika Ho off her skate, but that goes into the neutral zone. Langis is going to pick it up over to Staley. Staley to Kruzich. She's got some room. She's got for a change. Etobicoke up the boards. Kalia to the middle. Fabro now some room down the middle. She puts a shot on net. Rebound. Fox and Etobicoke goes up with that. Fox back to the point. Mossy with it now. He moves it to the middle. Bishop there. The shot right on. Out. Two players on Owen. Owen's going to flip it down hard. Marciani's waiting. Gianni puts it to the middle. Hitting a speeding Aquino. Aquino to the middle. She takes the shot. Hitting speeding Aquino. Aquino to the middle. She takes the shot. And that goes off the toe. Go back and forth. Aquino's got some room too. Shot towards the net. That hits the shoulder. They push up the boards. Staley tries to go cross ice. She gets it right back. But she's got some speed. She's going to go in around Mossy. A little bit of room. Takes a shot. It up to Laculier, and Laculier chip her across to Maisie. Maisie's going to make a move around her player. Goes the net, and a bad angle shot goes in. Puts in. It's still good. Another attempt. Blocked. Owen's going to recover. She has it at the top. She's got some room. She's going to take a shot and score. 25. Maria Maisie wins the face-off. Shot by MacDonald, and that goes off the defender and into the net. On it. He chips it up the boards. Tika moves into the middle. Staley moves it in the front. Maisie, shot, scores! Moves it up to Laculier, and Laculier chip her across to Maisie. Maisie's going to make a move around her player. Goes the net, and a bad angle shot goes in. Puts in. It's still good. Another attempt. Blocked. Owen's going to recover. She has it at the top. She's got some room. She's going to take a shot and score. 25. Maria Macy wins the face-off. Shot by MacDonald, and that goes off the defender and into the net. It's on it. He trips it up the boards. Keira moves into the middle. Staley moves it in the front. Maisie, shot, scores! Moves it up to Leculier, and Leculier chip her across to Maisie. Maisie's going to make a move around her player. Goes the net, and a bad angle shot goes in. It's still good. Another attempt, blocked. Owen's going to recover. She has it at the top. She's got some room. She's going to take a shot and score. 25. Maria Macy wins the face-off. Shot by MacDonald, and that goes off the defender and into the net. It's on it. He trips it up the boards. Keira moves into the middle. Staley moves it in the front. Maisie, shot, scores! Up the boards. Owen, he recovers, tries to get that puck deep. That rolls off her stick. Nobody in behind. Milani with it now. She's going to cut to the middle. She's going to take a shot. And Pharand coming down. Going to take that puck wide. Move it to the front of the net. She's going to get that puck right back over to Pasma. Pasma's got some room. She's going to take a shot. Keira. Cross to Kate Pasma. Back to Keira. Hull off her skate, but that goes into the neutral zone. Langis is going to pick it up over to Staley. Staley to Kruzich. She's got some room. She's got for a change. Etobicoke up the boards. Leculier to the middle. Fabro now, some room down the middle. She puts a shot on net. Rebound. Fox and Etobicoke goes up with that. Fox. Back to the point. Mossy with it now. She moves it to the middle. Bishop there. The shot right on. Out. Two players on Owen. Owen's going to flip it down hard. Orciani's waiting. Gianni puts it to the middle. Hitting a speeding Aquino. Aquino to the middle. She takes the shot. Hitting a speeding Aquino. Aquino to the middle. She takes the shot, and that goes off the toe. Go back and forth. Aquino's got some room too. Shot towards the net. That hits the shoulder. They push up the boards. Staley tries to go cross ice. She gets it right back, but she's got some speed. She's going to go in around Mossy. A little bit of room. Takes the shot. Welcome back. Mississauga is going to go into the power play. Late penalty at the end of the first period. It's going to give Mississauga a 2-minute advantage. First power play of the game for both teams. The clock runs down, the ice is starting to dry. It's always the biggest fear at the start of a period here in Mississauga. Make sure you avoid the puddles as much as possible. I think they're going to give it another minute or two, let the ice freeze up. You can definitely see a big puddle out in front of the Mississauga net. Definitely a spot you don't want to see a puck stop if you're trying to clear it. And the other way, obviously, if you're taking a shot, we're more than happy for the puddle to stop it. But the rest are going to give it a couple more minutes here to let that ice freeze up. Great idea. All right. So with that, they're going to start things off. Maisie wins the face-off to MacDonald. MacDonald move it across to Owen. Owen with some room. She's going to go wide to Aquino. That jumps off her stick. Lang bangs that puck out back into the neutral zone. MacDonald back to Owen. She's got some room. Moves it to MacDonald. MacDonald gets the red line and gets that puck deep. And Tiani's on that. She gets reverse hit. Tries to go back after that. Piggott now with it on the boards. Trying to bring it up the boards, but Owen's got it. And with that, that will avoid the rest of the power play. As Tiani is going to take 2-minute body checking penalty. So we'll have some 4-on-4 action for 1:27. Draw one to MacDonald. MacDonald along the board. She's checked. Maisie comes, helps out. She reverses it to the other side. That hits something behind the net. And Owen's on that. Owen with a little bit of room. May get stuck in a puddle, but she kicks up to her stick. Across to MacDonald. She's got some room down. She's going to take it into the zone. And wide. Maisie along the board, and she's knocked down. That chipped out. Aquino, he takes a quick shot, and that's deflected up and over the net. Maisie now with it. Tries to put it across. And MacDonald's going to try and chip that back in, but hit Maisie offside. And that'll get a face off just outside. Draw back to Gloins. Gloins circles back. Makokas across to Staley. That's just out of her reach. And Mossy's going to turn. Looking for an option. He likes to skate with it for sure. Fox along the boards, gonna get to the red line, gonna dump that puck deep. Pharand stops it for a deep partner. And Bishop's gonna be pinned on the boards, but she's gonna come out with it. She's gonna move to the point. Winter tries to look for a shot. That rolls off her stick. And Langis tries to get to the middle of the ice. Staley on her check, and the Dolphins are gonna chip that puck in deep. Makokis, it comes out to the front. Bishop tries to jam it home, but that net gets knocked off. Three seconds left for the Etobicoke penalty, and they'll enjoy a 33-second power play. Ref trying to explain something to one of the Etobicoke players. She's going to bring that back to the bench and talk to the coach. Face off won by the Dolphins, goes to Mossy at the point. She's going to dump it around the boards. And now they're going to have a bit of a shortened power play. They try to set it up. They put it back to the point where Mossy has it. She puts it back down the boards, down to the middle. Laddick over to Mossy. Mossy trying to find something to put it to. She's going to move a little bit, move it to the cross. They're going to crisscross back to the middle. Cross trying to find Mossy, and 3 seconds left on the power play, and we're even. Puck goes in front of the net. That goes just over the net, and the net comes off again. That's going to have a whistle. So a bit of a scare right at the end of that power play. That puck chipped out of the net. Ref talking to Kalia. That net notorious for coming off. Not a good push-off spot. The linesmen are trying to get those posts in nice and tight. Kruzich wins to MacDonald. MacDonald find the net, just out of the reach of Owen. But I'll come around to Theron. Theron will chip it to the middle. Just misses Kruzich. Dolphins turn it back quickly. Ishmael with it on the boards. Soja behind the net to Owen. Owen head up. McCullough right on her, but she makes the pass to Theron. Theron now has some room. She's going to take it across the line. Comes out, back into the neutral zone. MacDonald's going to chase down Owen. Owen brings it back behind her own net. A little bit of speed, moves up to Theron. That's behind her. And they're going to wave that icing off. And Mississauga's going to try and chase that down. Soja in. He's got some hands up in her face there, but puck goes down the far end. Loins. McCullough comes out with it for the Dolphins. She circles, drops a pass over to Milani. Milani to the middle. She's got some room. She's going to come in and take a shot. That's deflected over the net. Fabro now. Up to Laculier. Laculier is going to chip that puck in. And Winter tries to hold her up. Mossy puts her around the boards to Milani. Milani chips that up to Ishmael. Ishmael's got some room. She gets back right down. And the puck comes back behind the net where McCullough's got it. He's got some room, looking for somebody to move it to. Dolphins changing. Mossy puts a puck just wide of the net. Another puck towards the net. Then Kalia directs that to the corner. And then catches the puck as it deflects off the backboards. Only the second shot of the period for both teams. 15:38 with both enjoying power plays, but not able to get any chances on either one. Puck rolls to the slot. Scrambled. Phasma now with it. She's going to flip a puck up. Maisie kicks it to her stick. Back to Phasma. Phasma up the boards. Makokis trying to use her body to keep that puck away. Back to the point. Aquino. Cross ice to Makokis. Makokis going to fire that puck deep. Right on net. Golovkin drops and they'll keep playing. Puck comes outside the zone. Phasma's got some room. She's going to cut in. That doesn't quite end. It gets turned back the other way. Fox with it. And behind the play, looks like Pigot's going to get a penalty for the Dolphins. 2 minutes. And Mississauga is going to go back to the power play. First one only lasted 33 seconds. Hopefully for a little more time and hopefully a quick goal. They're going to start in the Dolphins' end. Aquino on the faceoff. Wins it to the boards. And try to clear it, but Owen's there. He puts it back up the boards, but then it's flipped down. Milani for the Dolphins is going to be the first on that. He tries to put it back to Ishmael. MacDonald's going to skate onto that. Pickpocket by Milani. Milani coming down now. She's going to try and get a shot. And MacDonald lifts her stick, and that's going to be a penalty. Only 23 seconds this time. We're going to see some more 4-on-4 action. A slashing call. We'll see our second 4-on-4. An abbreviated power play for Etobicoke at the end of that. Puck along the boards. Bronwyn's lost her stick. Langis now checking hard. She chips it up. Milani with it though. She comes out, sees Mossy. Mossy takes a shot blocked by Makokis. Back to the point. Mossy with it again. Cross to Ishmael. Ishmael's got some room. She takes a low shot. And Farhan kicks that one out. Mossy with some room. She's going to step in. Tries to take a shot. That's pushed off to the side. And net gets pushed from behind, and that'll cause a whistle. 59 seconds left in the 4-on-4. Soja out with Kruzich, Phasma and Ho. Phasma gets the puck behind, moves it across to Ho. Ho up to Kruzich, got some room. He's going to skate with it. He's going to get it over the line, try to chip it by. Mossy's there. Mossy picks it up, moves over to Ishmael. Ishmael's got some room. She's going to try and play with it a bit. Phasma's there. Moves it to the front of the net. No shot. And Soja's going to bring it back behind the net and regroup. Over to Phasma. Phasma across to Ho. Ho up the middle. This is Soja. And that's going to go full length to the ice. It's going to come back for an icing. Face off won by Kruzich. Oh, puts it behind the net to Phasma. Phasma's going to try and put it up the boards. Bishop there to stop in the line. But Kruzich has some room. She's going to go one-on-one. Cuts the front. Gets a shot. Just puts it wide of the net. Soja trying to get her check. But Van Volson's going to skate that puck down. Owen drives her to the corner. Keeps her behind the net. He blocks it. Now they're short. Owen's got some room. She's going to skate with it. She's going to take it to the net. Trying to come around Mossy, she gets knocked down. Oh, and then followed up on that. No call on either play there. Loins with it, moves it D to D. Theron, she's going to chip it down. And now we're all even. So abbreviated power plays for both teams and a lot of 4-on-4 action, resulting on no goals on both sides. Puck in the middle. Mississauga chips into the zone. Not very far, they get chipped back out. Milani coming off the boards. She's got a little room. She makes a move, takes her shot. It's blocked. Owen tries to put up the boards. Hits Milani on the boards. Her stick point stops the puck from coming to the front of the net. Dolphins control. They go to the middle. Ishmael with a shot, and that's blocked and out of play. Puck one to the boards. Ishmael and Dolphins control. She tries to bring him back to the D, but Petal's there. Coulier's got some room. She's got some speed. Tries to draw that across. Lang poke checks her. Petal gets the puck behind the net. Looking for somebody in front. Nobody there. Loses it across. Pasma. He takes a shot. That's deflected just wide by Fabro. Coulier still with it. She's going to try and come in the front. Backhand pass doesn't hit the target. She's going to pick it back up again. Goes across to Pasma. Pasma to Petal. Petal. Skates in the middle. Drops for Pasma. Pasma going to chip it along the boards. Milani's going to pick that up. She tries to make the pass. Doesn't get there. Fabro's down in her stick and it gets poked away by Lang. Fabro circles back to Petal. Petal tries to center. It goes to the point. And Pasma with a shot. And that puck gets out. Mississauga's got to come back for it. Focus over to Pasma. Pasma tries to put it up the boards. That hits Milani, streaking in. Fabro with some time. Moves it up. Aquino now. He cuts across, got some room. Takes the shot, goes across the net, but it's wide. Maisie with it. Maisie trying to put it in the front of the net. Aquino. Aquino now. Puck to the net. That's tipped by Makokis wide of the net. Makokis. Box along the boards. Lost her stick. Pass in front. Big stop by Pharand. First crossing up the front. Mossy with a shot. Pharand saw that the whole way and she gloves it. Makokis wide of the net. Makokis. Box along the boards. Lost her stick. Midway, second period, still 2-0. Face off one to Owen. Owen's going to put a set play where Staley's breaking. She's got it down in the zone. Staley looking for options. Trying to get that puck, but she's got player draped all over her. Langis now with it. Langis nowhere to go. She has to stop and go back. Langis chips into the corner. Staley's there. Staley trying to cut to the front of the net. Langis with a puck. That's in the net. And it ricochets and Langis gets a goal. So Langis from Staley on that one, and they're back at it again. Staley out in front sends a backhand just wide. Ooh, he's hit along the board, Soja. And with player down on the ice, the ref elects to blow the whistle for a face-off. 2-1 now. Etobicoke over Mississauga. Mississauga putting on some pressure there. Puck to the corner, Bishop up the wall. Ika keeps that in. Soja protecting that puck. Moves it back to Ho. Ho's got some room. She's going to come across, takes her shot. That's deflected, and it's sitting right in front. So a big chance there with a puck sitting right between St. Pierre's legs. Kruzich couldn't quite poke that home. The puck dumped out, set play for the Dolphins as McCullough was breaking. Puck dumped back into Mississauga end, or Etobicoke's end, sorry. There with it behind the net. They're being pressured. Soja now knocks that puck, puts it in front of the net, and that just misses Theron in front. Milani cuts to the front. He tries to drop it. And Kruzich has got some room. Gonna move it up to Fabro, just misses her stick. St. Pierre's gonna play that puck to the corner. Kettle now with it. Mississauga, little shot of life here. Okay, Fabro trying to check McCullough. Ishmael over the line. He tries to get a puck to the net. And Mississauga's gonna turn it back. They've got some room. Fabro across the line. She's going to take a shot. That's off the blocker. St. Pierre with a stop. Fabro now has to turn on her backhand, back to the front. Still in front. Puck chip to the net. Save. A second. And with bodies laying in the crease all over the place, the puck is finally covered by the goalie. So, Mississauga with a bit of life here. Aquino has it. She's got some room. She puts it out wide. Owen with a shot. That's blocked in front. Maisie to the corner. Puck back down the corner. Tiani, the other side. Aquino on her check. She comes back out with that puck. Kicks it up to Tiani. Tiani takes a shot. That hits the pad. And the puck sits in front. St. Pierre covers that. The secret, folks, is pressure. And lots of it. Keep it up. Dolphins have the puck. They fire around the net to the other side. And Aquino's there. And Maisie. Pinched off by Piggott. Kicked back into the corner. Tries to go for that one. And the Dolphins are going to skate that out. Moves it to the middle. Bishop misses that pass. Kalia puts it in the corner. Puck chipped up. McCocus now. And Piggott back to recover that. She's got a little bit of room in the neutral zone. She'll skate it in. Two already. Looking for another. Looking for somebody to move that puck to. Moves out to Restler now with it. He stick handles but loses the handle on that puck. McCocus checking in the corner with Coins. Trying to pull that puck out. And Dolphins get it out. They're going to move to the slot. Winter now. He takes a shot. And Kalia seals that to the corner. Langis off to Staley. Staley's got some room. She makes a nice move. Has some help with her. Can't quite get it across to the middle. Two checks on her. Puck chipped along the boards. It's out into the neutral zone. Cardi on it. Gets her pass. Pasman into the corner. Kika Ho goes back to help out. Pasma in the corner. Hope for the other side. Langis is going to help out. They got some room. Staley. She's going to make a nice move around Mossy. She's got some room. Coming down the ice. She's going to take a shot. And gloves stopped by St. Pierre. 5:29 to play. 2-1 Etobicoke over the Hurricanes. Face-off won by Mississauga. Soja, far boards. Theron's going to pick it up off the board. She tries to chip it to the front. It's blocked. To the front of the net. And Kruzich scores! Face-off won by Mississauga. Soja, far boards. Theron's going to pick it up off the board. She tries to chip it to the front. It's blocked. To the front of the net. Right back the other way, and Theron's going to skate that puck out. Owen's going to jump, and MacDonald, the two defense, going to jump into the play. And they're going to be on the forecheck. Owen knocked down, but Fabro there to help out. Owen and Fabro trying to get that puck out in front of the net. Turn back the other way. Paddle down with it. Paddle has some room. She takes a shot. Let's see, Pierre gloves that. So Kruzich from Soja and Theron. And it's 2-2, folks. 4:31 to play in the second period. This period's been all Mississauga. Fabro, the face-off. Paddle, push it to the front. That goes through the zone. Bishop picks that puck up. She's going to skate it out for Etobicoke. Down the boards. He tries to stop up but loses an edge. Makokas there with Fabro, trying to dig that puck out. Etobicoke keeps control. They move it to the point. Bishop from the point. That's chipped on net. Kalia makes a big stop. Kalia with a bit of room. She's being chased down from behind. She kicks up to a stick. She's got some. That just goes too far for her to reach. Etobicoke back up the other way. Bishop now with it. She's got it out wide. Stick lifted. Comes across. That sits out in front. Kalia will jump on that. Get a whistle on the play. Goes too far for her to reach. Etobicoke back up the other way. Bishop now with it. She's got it out wide. Stick lifted. Comes across. That sits out in front. So a nice defensive play by Fabro coming back, lifting the stick of Bishop, who probably was looking to get a shot off there. Lane to the net. Hazma gets that puck out wide. This is the glove of Mossy, and Aquino's going to skate onto that one. He's got room in front, puts it to the front of the net. But can't get a shot. But Aquino gets it right back with some speed. Cross to Kika. Kika, shot towards the net. Pad save. But the net's going to come off. Whole lot of energy coming from Mississauga bench. And on the ice right now, there's buzzing. Getting pucks to the net, looking for rebounds. Face off won by the Dolphins. Back to the corner. Put to center ice by Mossy. Kika's there. He knocks down Rustler. Gets a big reaction from the bench. Hazma. She's got some room. But she's checked in the middle. Puck out to the outside. McCullough chips in through. McCullough. Along with boards. Kika keeping her to the outside. Hazma keeps Milani off that puck. Guino gonna cut to the middle. She's got some room. Puts to the outside. Tiani McCullough's gonna take a shot, and that's just high and wide. They keep that puck in deep. Puck comes out to Milani in the neutral zone. Milani across. And Owen's going to jump on that. She's got some room. Moves that up to Staley, who's breaking. She's got some room. She takes a low, hard shot. The pad. Well, St. Pierre stops that one. Back to the front. Zunn on the backhand. She can't get one to go. Zunn along the boards. That's shipped up. Owen's got it. She's going to bring it to the middle. Makes a little move. Takes a shot. That goes off. MacDonald can't get a handle on that. Zunn along the boards. That's shipped up. Owen's got it. She's going to bring it to the middle. Makes a little move. Takes a shot. That goes off. MacDonald can't get a handle on that. Refs having conversation with both benches. Something's going on over there. I think Mississauga looking for a penalty on that because of kicking off of the net. Common occurrence, unfortunately, here in Mississauga, those nets do not stay on nicely. And you touch them with any kind of pressure whatsoever, they're coming off. Something that the Mississauga goaltenders know just as well as any goaltender around. But another great chance. And both coaches getting explanations on the play. And everyone's happy again. The 1:54 to play, all tied up at 2 here in the second period. Draw scrambled. One to the boards. Dolphins ship it out to the zone. Owen there. She stops it before going in. Offside. Delayed. MacDonald wide. Back to Staley. Staley, she's going to skate that puck in. Chips it in. Langis on the forecheck. Vegas going to turn back. She's got some room. She's going to skate in the neutral zone for the Dolphins. Skating up the middle. Box. Shot. That puck deflected into the corner. Kruzich got some room. Drops to Owen. Owen takes a shot, but that's blocked. It goes into the corner. Owen chips it back behind the net. Etobicoke comes up with it. A good check in the corner. Great forecheck being applied by Mississauga right now. And they're getting rewarded for it. 1 minute left in the second. And Etobicoke is going to get that puck deep. Bronwyn with it behind her own net. She's going to come up. Moves it to Theron. Theron cuts to the middle. A little bit of room up the middle. She's going to skate it right in. Moves it to the outside to Kruzich. She can't quite come up with it. That's poked down to the corner. Back out to the point. Makokas across the Gloins. Gloins going to take a shot, but that's blocked by Box. And then kept in by Gloins. Soja to the middle. 25 seconds left. Theron shifts it back to the corner. Kruzich tries to put it to the front. That's deflected back into the corner. And the Dolphins can't get that out. It's turned up at the blue line. Kruzich waiting for some help. She skated to the corner. That puck tried to move to the far side. 4 seconds left. And Box is going to dump that length of the ice. And that'll do it for the second period. Mississauga out shooting the Dolphins 15-9 in that period. Now scoring them 2-0. 2-2 going into the third. Milani with it though. She comes out, sees Mossy. Mossy takes a shot, blocked by McDokas. Back to the point. Mossy with it again. Cross to Ishmael. Ishmael's got some room. She takes a low shot. That up. She tries to make the pass. Doesn't get there. Fabro's down in her stick and it gets poked away by Lang. Fabro circles back to Petal. Petal tries to center. It goes to the point. Cross got some room. Takes the shot, goes across the net, but it's wide. Maisie with it. Maisie trying to put it in the front of the net. Aquino. Aquino now. Puck to the net. Cocos wide of the net. For Cocos. Box along the boards. Lost her stick. Langis nowhere to go. He has to stop and go back. Langis chips into the corner. Staley's there. Staley tried to cut to the front of the net. Langis with a puck. That's in the net. Staley's there. Staley tried to cut to the front of the net. Langis with a puck. That's in the net. And it ricochets and Langis gets a goal. Puck to the corner. Bishop up the wall. Ika keeps that in. Soja checking that puck. Moves it back to Ho. Ho's got some room. She's going to come across, takes her shot. That's deflected. And it's foul now. Has to turn. On her backhand, back to the front. Still in front. Puck chip to the net. Save. A second. And with bodies left. Maisie to the corner. Puck back down the corner. Tiani. The other side. Aquino on her check. She comes back out with that puck. Kicks it up to Tiani. Tiani takes a shot. That hits the pad. Focus. Checking in the corner. With Coins. Trying to pull that puck out. And Dolphins get it out. They're going to move to the slot. Winter now. He takes a shot. And Kalia in the corner. Hope to the other side. Langis is going to help out. They got some room. Staley. She's going to make a nice move around Mossy. And she's got some room. Coming down the ice. She's going to take a shot. Face off. Won by Mississauga. Soja. Far boards. Theron's going to pick it up off the board. She tries to chip it to the front. It's blocked. To the front of the net. They're pushing. But Fabro there to help out. Owen and Fabro trying to get that puck to in front of the net. Turn back the other way. Petal down with it. Petal has some room. She takes a shot. It's too far for her to reach. Etobicoke back up the other way. Bishop now with it. He's got it out wide. Stick lifted. Comes across. That sits out in front. Milani in the neutral zone. Milani across. And Owen's going to jump on that. She's got some room. Moves that up to Staley, who's breaking. She's got some room. Zunn along the boards. That's shipped up. Owen's got it. She's going to bring it to the middle. Makes a little move. Takes a shot. That goes off. MacDonald can't get a handle on that. Vegas going to turn back. She's got some room. She's going to skate in the neutral zone for the Dolphins. Skating up the middle. Box. Shot. Lose it up to LeCoulier, and LeCoulier chip her across to Maisie. Maisie's going to make a move around her player. Goes the net, and a bad angle shot goes in. It's still good. Another attempt, blocked. Owen's going to recover. She has it at the top. She's got some room. She's going to take a shot and score. 25. Maria Maisie wins the face-off. Shot by MacDonald, and that goes off the defender and into the net. It's on it. He chips it up the boards. Kika moves into the middle. Staley moves it in the front. Maisie, shot, scores! Lose it up to Leculier, and Leculier chip her across to Maisie. Maisie's going to make a move around her player. Goes the net, and a bad angle shot goes in. Puts in. It's still good. Another attempt. Blocked. Owen's going to recover. She has it at the top. She's got some room. She's going to take a shot and score. 25. Maria Maisie wins the face-off. Shot by MacDonald, and that goes off the defender and into the net. It's on it. He chips it up the boards. Tika moves into the middle. Staley moves it in the front. Maisie, shot, scores!
Dump it back out in Mississauga zone. Cosmo's just trying to get it out, but Petal jumping on that puck. She has a chance. And Guido falls up and scores. And Rocco will dump it back out in Mississauga zone. Cosmo's just trying to get it out. And Rocco will dump it back out in Mississauga zone. Cosmo's just trying to get it out, but Petal jumping on that puck. She has a chance. And Guido falls up and scores. And Rocco will dump it back out in Mississauga zone. Cosmo's just trying to get it out, but
Make a move around her player. Goes the net, and a bad angle shot goes in. Puts in. It's still good. Another attempt. Blocked. Owen's going to recover. She has it at the top. She's got some room. She's going to take a shot and score. 25. Maria Maisie wins the face-off. Shot by MacDonald, and that goes off the defender and into the net. It's on it. He chips it up the boards. Tika moves into the middle. Staley moves it in the front. Maisie, shot, scores! Welcome back to the third period. That's cool. Okay, here we go. No, we're gonna wait another couple of minutes. Gonna let the ice freeze. So recap, second period. Mississauga out shooting Etobicoke 15-9, 28-22 over 2 periods. Both teams were 0 for 2 on the power play, both with short power plays. And 2 lengthy 4-on-4s. Out of town scoreboard. Waterloo 4-3 over London in overtime. And a bunch of games that aren't reporting yet. But the one that matters is the one right here, 2-2. Mississauga and Etobicoke. That's about to start the third period. All right. We're ready to go for the third period. Face off won by Etobicoke. Bishop moves up to Milani. Milani can't get a shot off. Owen into the corner. Milani chips it out front. That sticks at some water. Right in the bad spot. Durham recovers. And Owen will take that puck to the corner. He's being pinned to the boards. Puck comes out. Lukokis behind the net. MacDonald tips it up. Not out. Owen's going to take that puck. She's got some room. She's going to put it to the far boards. Not far enough for icing. She's going to try and follow that up. 3-on-2 the other way. Ishmael with a shot, and that goes off Pharand's stick. Whoa. And a penalty on the play. Milani interference. And the Etobicoke coach not happy with that call. Voicing his concerns. He's going to get teed up for another 2 minutes, I think. So that's going to be a 5-on-3 for Mississauga early in this third period. And Darcy Brecky's going to take this opportunity to take a timeout with a 5-on-3, see if they can get a chance to figure out what they're going to do on this power play.
We have members of the top corner reporting the game being read on the line, 2 minutes for interference, and a bench line for personal conduct. Police are
Joe looking for an explanation on the bench there. Ref not willing to participate in that conversation. And with that, Mississauga 5-on-3. Langis wins the face-off. Williams, Owen. Owen's got a little bit of room. She's going to skate to the middle. She's going to make a move. And that water in front drops that puck. And it rolls down the length of the ice, and Mississauga's going to have to throw it back from their own end. Loins, toss to Owen. Owen gonna bring it in. She's gonna chip it. Lose the handle on that. And Ishmael's gonna dump it to length the ice. Kalia moves that puck up quickly. Owen, cross. It's stick checked by McCullough. That puck dumped back down. Mississauga needs to find some urgency here on the power play. Maisie. He's going to bring him to the end. The Cocos. Stick handling. Here's to Maisie. Maisie. Drops to Owen. Owen looking for May. Maisie with a shot, and it's blocked by McCullough. And she'll chip it out and get it out. Right for the ice. Owen back. Looking for Evan to recover. Owen going to drop to Maisie. She's going to change, and Maisie's going to skate. Over the room, Bishop, tic tac. Nika. Cross to Pasma. Pasma. Joe shouting directions from the Etobicoke bench. Pasma with some room. She takes the shot. It's deflected just wide. Nika back to Pasma. 12 seconds to go on the 5-on-3. Maisie to the front. Maisie. Cross. Pasma with a shot. Big glove save. Kika off the post. Puck back down to the corner. Puck trying to go to the front of the net. And another penalty coming here. And that looks like a makeup call. As Aquino gonna get 2 minutes for interference. Face off. One to the side. Pasma. Lost to Ho. Ho to Kruzich. Kruzich with it. She's gonna get it deep. Langis going for a change. Kruzich making sure she's not going back the other way. She's gonna skate the length of the ice and get off for a change. Milani now, she's got some room. She's gonna cut to the front, takes the shot. Kalia with a good pad save. Mississauga holding that puck in the corner. Killing valuable seconds off this power play. 4 Dolphins, 3 Hurricanes in that corner. The Dolphins are going to come out with it. Mossy at the point. Poked off the stick by Staley. Staley will chase her down. Mossy looking for somebody to move that puck to. Kiko has it in the middle. She chips to the boards. And Bishop now has it at the point. She goes D to D. That puck jumps out. And Mossy brings it up offside. Kika back to Pasma. 12 seconds to go on the 5-on-3. Maisie to the front. Maisie cross. Pasma with a shot. For the power play for the Dolphins. 15:52 left. 2-2 score in the third period. Face off won by the Dolphins, but it's going to go all the way back into their own end. Devin lying back, pick that puck up. Booch is going to force it out. Comes up the wing. Up to Bishop. Bishop. Owen gets it. He just flips it right back out. Bruce is going to forecheck hard. Etobicoke moving out of the zone. Bishop checked by Owen. He goes to the ice. Owen up on Maddox. Owen. Stick check. Keeping to the outside. Back to the point. Lang back to the boards. Puck goes to the middle, but Staley's there. She's got some time. She's going to skate with it. She has Langis wide. Puts the puck across. And Langis goes for that. 5 seconds left to go on the power play. Mississauga's going to kill this one off. So both teams enjoying power plays to start this period. Puck to the outside. Staley doing a good job of stopping in the center. Shot off the post. Mossy loads up, goes off of a stick and hits the post. Back into the neutral zone. Stick into the zone. The Makokis is offside. She's got to tag back up. In the middle, Ishmael. Ishmael trying to make some moves. She gets the net. She chips the puck just wide. McCullough to Ishmael. Ishmael along the board. She circles up high. Makes a nice little move. Comes to the middle. Takes a low shot. And Kalia steers that to the corner. Along the boards. Ishmael with it. Looking for somebody to move that puck to. Pass across. Can't hit McCullough. And Aquino is going to get that puck to the middle. Maisie. She stick checked. Has to circle back. She puts it back up the boards. Along the outside. Tolko's going to pick that puck up. Mossy now with some room. She loads up and fires. That goes off the stick. The Coulier just misses that. The Coulier on her check. Puck goes around. Makokis. Makokis on Piggott. Makokis goes around to Coulier. Coulier trips it up to the point, no further. Fabro has that though. She puts it out to Petal. Petal with some room. She makes a nice little move. Cuts to the middle. She's got some room in her forehand. Shot goes in net and that goes wide. Jem Winter behind her own net, looking for somebody to move it to. She flips in the center. That stick down. Pakika Ho comes up with it. She's got some room. She's going to skate it in. Takes it wide. She's stick checked. Fabro's there to help out. Sophia Fabro looking for some options. Moves it back. Petal. Petal circles it back. That's going to go up the boards. Leculier can't keep that puck in. She drops it back to Pasma. Back to Leculier. Leculier going to get the red line. She's going to chip it in. Petal going to forecheck hard. Lang reverses for Winter. Winter's going to move it up the boards. In the middle, Theron picks that pass off. Pasma into the neutral, off the boards. Bishop going back and forth, and Kruzich pressuring her. Bishop chips it up to Milani. Milani wide, puts that puck to the front of the net, but no further. Pasma's got some room. She's going to skate it. 3-on-2. He tries to take a shot. It's blocked in front. That puck bounces and it's behind the net. 2 Mississauga and 2 Dolphins behind the net. Oh, player flipped around. No penalty on that. Owen at the point. She's got some room. She takes a shot. Blocked by Milani in front. Puck reversed the other side. Mossy's got some room. She's going to skate with it. Moves it up the boards to Bishop. Bishop chips that wide. MacDonald holds her up. Owen goes and picks up that puck. She's got some room. She's going to skate it to the middle. Chips it to the outside. Kruzich. Kruzich tries to get it by. Owen will pick it up. She'll try to get to the net. Kruzich with it. Zigging, zagging. Tries to drop that puck. Staley. She's pulled off the puck but no penalty called. Tries to get it by Owen. Owen there with the puck. Looking for some help. Staley there. Staley moves to MacDonald. MacDonald quickly up the middle to Zunn. Zunn will chip it in and she'll chase it down. Winter behind the net. 11 minutes to go in the third period here. Sophia Makokis, she picks that up. She chips it back down. Puck goes wide. Loins. She's going to circle back. Cross to Makokis. Makokis up to Langis, who's got some speed. Langis chips that puck wide. She's got some room. She's going to take it to the net. Takes a shot. That hits the crossbar. That looked like it hit net, folks. I don't know. A great shot by Langis. And the puck goes wide. McCullough with it now. She's got some room. She tries to take a shot. She's cut off. Aquino dumps it out. Makokis now. She moves it up. Maisie's got some room. She puts it wide. Aquino takes a shot. That gets on net. Long pass, cut off by Goins in the neutral zone, and she's going to flip it back down. 10 minutes left, halfway through the third. Puck out wide again to McCullough. McCullough looking for somebody. That's cut off by Ho. Kika Ho is going to come to the middle. She's going to move to the outside. LeCoulier takes the shot, and St. Pierre throws up the glove. Halfway through the third. Puck out wide again to McCullough. McCullough looking for somebody. That's cut off by Ho. Kika Ho is going to come to the middle. She's going to move to the outside. LeCoulier. Both teams trying to take an advantage by sending a player out. The puck dumped to length the ice. Dolphins are going to get there first. No icing on the play. Play cycle in the corner. Fabro cuts that off. Petalin helping out. Alani's going to walk out of the corner with it. Kika's going to take it off her stick. She's going to jump into the play. Petal dumps it. Kika Ho's going to go to the corner. Pick that puck up. Battling with Mossy. Fabro covering at the point. And they recover back. Coulier is going to come help out. And Milani picks up some speed. She's going to take that puck wide. He's going to try to cut to the middle. Well, that's going to go offside. Fox just on the outside. One step ahead of Milani. That last second move. Soja wins the face-off. Kruzich back to Owen. Owen, MacDonald moves up the boards. This is Theron. Bishop's going to bring that puck in, and MacDonald picks that puck up quickly up to Kruzich. Kruzich gets the blue line, drops it for MacDonald, but she misses that. On the retreat, Soja loses her edge. Outside to Reskler. Reskler chips that deep. MacDonald, she's going to bring it around the edge. Nobody there. Dolphins at the point. MacDonald picks it up off the board. She's got some room. And 4 Hurricanes break on 2. MacDonald takes the shot. Blocker save and put to the corner. Kruzich to the middle. Theron tries to take a shot. That's blocked. Into the skates, and that's stopped. Bonus now coming down on Makokis. Makokis throws that to the corner. Kruzich dumps that puck off of Staley. Staley chips into the corner. She gets the puck. Brings it to the front. Just misses Bronwyn. Langis in front. And Zunn can't get a handle on that. Ishmael back the other way to McCullough. McCullough flips the puck to the net. And Pharand will glove that and hold it. Chances on both sides. Face off one. Puck to the front. McCullough can't get a handle on it. She tries to put it back to the front of the net again. Haga can't get a puck to the net. Mississauga clogging up that front. Hard on the checks. Pushing to the boards. Puck comes back to Ishmael again. She tries to cut to the front. Lots of sticks. That puck to the front. Blocked like Loins. Puck to the front again. Mossy. And Pharand holds on to that one. Pushing to the boards. Puck comes back to Ishmael again. She tries to cut to the front. Lots of sticks. That puck to the front. Blocked like Loins. Puck to the front again. Mossy. .7:13 to go in the third. Ika moves it over to Pasma. Pasma tries to put the middle to Makokis. No icing. Forecheck in the corner. Maisie's going to come up with that puck. Gets to her stick. Can't get to the front. Going to go back to Kika Ho. Ho's going to throw one to the net, and that just hops wide. Aquino tries to center that puck. It's chipped it back into the corner. Gianni can't get it to the corner. Pasma can't keep that puck in. Dolphins shot on net. That puck kicked out by Pharand. Van Volson trying to turn it back for the Dolphins. She's going to chip it and go for a change. Mika Ho. He's taken down. Pasma moves it up the boards. Aquino trying to get a stick on it. Maisie there to help out. Chipped off of her stick. Rustler. Up to the other side. Makokis. Makokis over to Pasma. Behind the net. Pasma looking for somebody. She turns back. Moves it back to Kika. Kika Ho back right away. Up the boards. That pass is cut off again. Mississauga caught in their own end. Being hounded. Maisie finally gets some room. She's going to skate that. Moves to the outside. Tiani Makokis. She'll cut to the middle looking for some help. She makes a nice little move around a couple of players. Drops it. Coulier moves it to the front. Just misses Fabro on a one-timer. Owen in there as well, trying to help out. Owen with it at the point now. She's going to get that puck deep. That puck put her on the boards. MacDonald there. Coulier over to Owen. Owen's got some room. She puts a puck to the net. That goes off the glove. Owen behind her own net. He comes up the front. He's turned back. Moves across the pedal. Pedal. Not able to get a handle, but it does come out in the neutral zone. They try to bring it back, but Fabro takes that down. Pedal takes a... He's going to go to the net hard. He's tip-checked and tripped up. No call on the play. Fabro spinning with Coulier. It's chipped along the boards. Owen's going to have to chase it back. Uses Makokis. Makokis going to flip back the other way. She moves up the boards. Theron jumps off her stick. Comes out to the neutral zone. Dolphins are going to regroup. McCullough now brings her over the line. She's got Pickett going to the net. She's got two already. Chipped on the boards. Not quite out. Theron and Soja trying to keep that puck from coming into the zone. Milani now with it. She's going to cut. Trying to get to the net. Puck to the front. Can't quite get in. To the point. Theron there. Back and forth with Ishmael. Ishmael can't keep that puck in. That gets outside the zone. Ishmael. Mississauga trying to make some changes. That puck gets left. And Theron's going to ship that in. She gets around her check. Gets to the net. Gets a shot, but it's blocked by Mossy. Puck goes to the corner. Mossy reverses the other way. And Volson's going to skate on that. She's going to move it lengthwise to Milani. Milani waiting for somebody. Trying to get to the front of the net. Mossy's got it now. She puts a puck on that hard shot. It's stopped. Puck gets to the center and it gets shipped and out of the zone. Puck wide. Dolphins put it in the front of the net. That just goes past the crease. To the point. Milani flips that back in. Can't get it all in, but Kruzich has got it now. He's got Staley and Langis with her, but good defensive play by the Dolphins defenseman. Staley now with it behind the net. He's going to circle around, looking for somebody to move that puck to. Punched off on the boards. Goins will keep it in. Langis. Zunn keeps that in. Langis with it now. Moves to the point. Cosmias takes a shot. It's blocked. He tries to stick at it. Mossy fluffing around trying to get that puck out. So again, everyone getting desperate. Langis gloves that puck down. Cross to Zunn. Zunn and Langis. Zunn takes a shot. It's deflected into the corner. Oh, with it. He skates across. That shot just goes wide. Bishop trying to get that puck out. Maisie doesn't keep it in. But she circles around. She has some room. She takes a shot. Blocked by Lang. Maisie back to Ho. Ho across to Pasma. Pasma shot blocked by Bishop. Puck in the corner. Tiani holding up her player. And she's going to get called for a penalty on that. Dolphins shot. Big stop by Pharand. Back to the front of the net. Shot. That goes off the crossbar. Still with it. And Mississauga is going to touch up. And with 1:23 to go, ref thought it was a good opportunity to call a penalty. And she's going to get called for a penalty on that. Dolphins, shot. Big stop by Pharand. Back to the front of the net. Shot. So lots of bumping, grinding, knocking players over in both corners, but Mississauga, they're going to get a penalty. 2 minutes for interference. With 1:23 to play in the third period. Two, 1:23 to play. Mississauga is going to hopefully finish this game off shorthanded. Langis. Dolphins win the draw, goes the point. Mossy with it now. She's going to move it down low to Box. Box up to Mossy. Mossy back down to Box. Box is going to spin to the other side. They're going to crisscross. Milani puts it out in front on that poke check to the corner. Staley tries to get it out, but it didn't get out. Bishop. Toss to Mossy. Mossy back to Bishop. Mossy down low to Box. Box is going to do crisscross again with Milani. Back to Milani, but MacDonald's there and she chips that puck away. Mossy down to Box. Box to the middle. Milani misses that. Bishop with it. Back to Milani. Milani across. Just misses. Mossy with it. And Owen has a couple seconds, and she's going to fire the length of the ice. Mississauga with a change. 30 seconds left in the period. Milani's going to dump that puck around to the other side for Box. Pasma there. Gloins not going to chase. McCullough with it. She's going to put it to the front of that. It sits there. Pharand covers that up. But a huge stop. Milani's going to dump that puck around to the other side for Box. Pasma there. Gloins not going to chase. McCullough with it. She's going to put it to the front of that. It sits there. 11 seconds. 11 and a half seconds left on the clock. Face off one. They're going to throw that puck towards the net. Blocked. Sticks. Gloins tries to chip that puck out. Mossy with it. She's going to go wide with it. Bishop. Shot. Blocked. And that's going to do it for the third period. We got overtime. So 5 minutes of 3-on-3 overtime. The overtime will start 4-on-3 as Mississauga does have that penalty still to kill for 37 seconds. And once that penalty is done, it'll be 4-on-4 until the next whistle, and they'll go back to 3-on-3 hockey. 2-2 going into overtime. Your Mississauga Junior Hurricanes and the Etobicoke Dolphins. Owen, MacDonald, and Staley will start for Mississauga. McCullough, Piggott, Ishmael, and Mossy for Etobicoke. Here we go to the fourth period. Overtime. Dolphins control. Ishmael gonna gain the zone, moves it to Piggott. Piggott gonna try and move it in front. Owen blocks that on her feet. She's gonna dump it around the boards, and that's gonna get out. 15 seconds left in the power play. Mossy up to Piggott. Piggott drops for Mossy. Mossy looking for someone to shoot it. Owen gonna get that puck, and she's gonna get it out again. 2 seconds left. That's gonna do it for the power play for the Dolphins, and we're 4-on-4. Puck come to the other side. Mossy with it. Mossy drops for McCullough. McCullough to Piggott. Piggott drops that down. Owen gonna cut that off. Piggott in there to pick the puck up though. He's gonna drop it to McCullough. McCullough's got a little bit of room. Owen down the block, and Staley chips that puck away. Staley trying to get it, and Owen will control under her own net. Moves it across to MacDonald. MacDonald up to McCocus. McCocus gonna try and go behind the net. McCullough with it now. They've been out there for a little bit. Ishmael, he's gonna cut to the front, looking for options. She takes a shot that goes wide. Puck along the boards. Maisie back to Pasma. Pasma behind her own net. They'll stay 4-on-4 until the whistle, folks. Up the boards. Maisie being checked by Bishop. Bishop's going to skate that puck around. He's got some room. Aquino trying to cut her off. Puck dropped for Milani. Milani drops that, and then that puck's going to get out. Box is going to have to retreat. Box crossing over. Slides off her stick, but she recovers quickly. Box stick lifted again. Can't quite come up with it. Van Volsen tries to put it in front. Milani with it. Milani makes a move. Loins keeping her to the outside. Puck goes to the front. And the puck chipped on net. All right, now that the whistle's gone, we'll go back to 3-on-3 play. So 3-on-3. Kruzich, he's got control of that puck. The Dolphins pick it off her. And Kruzich's got some room. Mississauga Hurricanes away. She moves it across. Kika tries to take a shot, can't quite get it in. Puck gets flipped back the other way. Langis stops that. It gets just out, and she brings it in offside. .2:14 to go in this overtime period. Face off, won by Maisie. Kicks it back to McCocus. McCocus back to Maisie. Maisie's going to spin it back to Staley. Staley's got some room. She's going to cut to the front. She's going to walk right in. Spins to the front. That puck gets deflected on. Puck comes back the other way. They'll stop up. Everyone has a chance to retreat. find their checks. Keira. Staley. Little bit of room. He gets checked hard. And with that, power play coming from Mississauga. Extra player. Langis going to cut to the front. She takes a shot. Makokas takes a shot off the side of the net. And Dolphin touches that one. So 1:23 left to play. Mississauga is going to get a power play chance now. Four on three. Langis for the face-off. Langis loses it, and Etobicoke's going to jump at the length of the ice. Kalia stops that behind her own net. MacDonald picks that up. She's going to skate with it. Moves over to Owen. Owen's got some room. She's going to take it in the zone. Got some room. Going to circle back. Looking for options. Across to MacDonald. MacDonald's got some room. She's going to take a shot, and that's deflected into the corner. Mississauga controls across to MacDonald. MacDonald just out of the zone. 45 seconds to go. Owen's going to skate it in. Has MacDonald breaking. Drop for Langis. Langis now. He takes it up and scores! Owen to Langis. Just out of the zone. 45 seconds to go. Owen's going to skate it in. Has MacDonald breaking. Drop for Langis. Langis now. He takes it up. And with that, Mississauga is going to be the ones walking out of the building today, still undefeated. Big shot by Braun. Crossbar, who I thought she may have had one earlier in the game that put one off the crossbar. What a huge goal. Her second of the game. And the game winner.